Go.
I am a homeschooled sports nerd, Jesus-loving high school senior. I'm the first out of 2 kids in my family, and I was born actually in Annapolis, Maryland. But my memories in Maryland are very vague because when I was 2 years old, me and my family moved down here. And for my schooling, I was public schooled at West Clayton Elementary School until 4th grade. And I'll never forget the day that my mom came in and I saw her coming. I didn't know she was going to come in. And I was like, oh, shoot. Like at that age, I'm like, oh my God, Mom, you're embarrassing me. Don't come in my class. My friends are here. And the teacher looked at me and she said, okay, Alek, you can pack up your things and go home with your mom. And then my whole emotion changed. I was like, oh, yes, I get out of school early. I can go on my Xbox or something. But what I didn't realize is that was going to be my last time stepping into a public school setting. And those first couple months, I was really resentful because I didn't want to be homeschooled because, you know, I like hanging out with my friends at public school and I didn't get to see them at all. And nowadays, I don't even talk to half the kids I knew at public school, which is probably a good thing. But once I started seeing the real reasons of why my parents decided to homeschool me and out of like how they did it out of love, it started to change my perspective on it, and I really started appreciating what they did for me. And I'll never forget the close memories I have with them when it was just me, my mom, and my sister. At an old house we lived at, we had a sunroom, and we would pretend to be a weather station and give weather reports. When we were talking about the weather, we would do little activities on like crafts on Pinterest and stuff. And we would go on field trips all around Raleigh, which was kind of cool. But one thing I did hate about homeschool was that there was no sports teams for the school. Now, I never got to play tackle football. My build, I'm not built for tackle football. I like my body, I'm not trying to get hurt. But I did play flag football for, I like to say, 10 years. And flag football, I like to tell everyone, is a different breed. While like tackle football, you gotta be big and muscular and you gotta hit hard. Flag football is really more hand-eye coordination and like your reaction time, because you gotta get down and grab the flag. And I'll never forget the last game I played before I aged out. We made it to the championship round, and it was the 4th quarter with 1 second to go, and we were winning by 6 points. And they had the ball at the 50-yard line, and they threw a Hail Mary with 1 second to go, and he caught it over 2 of our defenders, and we lost the game. And that pizza party afterwards was nothing short of interesting, but that's just me and my friend was talking about. That's just the competitive spirit that a team bonds over. When you are a team, you just bond over that competitive spirit, so when something bad happens, you kind of all feel it. But I hope to play in an adult league if the opportunity opens. And lastly, I would like to talk about my faith. For the upside of 16 years or so, I was kind of a homegrown Christian, I would say. My parents got saved when I was like 10 years old, and I just kind of took on their faith. I was like, oh, Christian, okay. I guess that's what we're doing, and never really understood any of it. And it wasn't until recently when I started discovering God for myself and finding out like who the Father really was when it's really started to impact me and change me from the inside, which when it changes you on the inside, other people see it by your actions. And that's how, like, when you really know that you're getting somewhere, you're not just doing it to keep up with appearance or keep up with church status. But yeah, I hope all these things have shaped me and molded me into the person I am today. And I hope you all can say that you know me a little better by listening to my speech. Thank you.
Nice job!